Lesson 62 is talking about writing mixed numbers as improper fractions. So there were 3 and 5/6 pies on the shelf. The restaurant manager asked the server to cut the whole pies into 6. Altogether, how many slices of pie were there after the server cut the pies? So we can illustrate this problem with circles. There were 3 and 5/6 pies on the shelf. So this first set of circles, I have 3 and 5/6 pies. The server cut the whole pies into 6, so each pie had 6 slices, as I did here. Okay. The 3 whole pies contain 18 slices, or 3 times 6. The 5 additional slices from the 5/6 of a pie bring the total to 23 slices. This problem illustrates that 3 and 5/6 is equivalent or equal to 23/6. So recall that mixed number has a whole number part and a fraction part. The denominator of the mixed number will also be the denominator of the improper fraction. Okay? So the denominator of the mixed number will also be the denominator of the improper fraction. So we slide that 6 over. That's going to stay our denominator. The denominator indicates the size of the fraction pieces. In this case, the fraction pieces are 6. So we change the whole number 3 into 6. We know that 1 whole is 6/6, so 3 wholes is 3 times that 6/6, which is 18/6. So you multiply the top, multiply the bottom, so we're 1 times 6. So we have 18/6. Therefore, we can add 18/6 and 5/6 to get 23/6. So what do we do to get from a mixed number to an improper fraction? Okay, rather than doing all that other stuff, let's think about this. We can take the whole number, which is 3, multiply by the denominator of 6, so 3 times 6, that's 18, and then we can just add the numerator, 5, put it all over the same denominator. So what I'm saying is we can take our whole number, 3, multiply by 6 to get 18, and then add my numerator and keep the denominator the same. So if I'm going to write 2 3/4 as an improper fraction, I'm going to take the denominator times the whole number, so I have 4 times 2, which is 8. Then I'm just going to add the numerator with 3. I get 11, and I keep my denominator the same. So I get 11/4. To help you out, if this is my mixed number, I can write a times here and then a plus here. Remember, multiply first and then add. Order of operations will help you. So write 5 2/3 is an improper fraction. Okay, so I'm going to multiply there and then add. So I have 3 times 5, it's 15, plus 2, I get 17. My denominator stays the same. I get 17/3. Now, don't go reducing and turning it back into a mixed number here. We're actually doing opposite, which is going to help us eventually get to where we need to go. Okay. So it says write 1 2/3 and 2 2/5 as improper fractions. Then multiply the improper fractions. What is the product? So I have 1 2/3 equals 3 times 1, which is 3 plus 2. So I get 5/3. 2 2/5. 5 times 2 is 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2, 12/5 here. Okay, now I need to multiply those, so I have 5/3 times 12/5. Okay, I can multiply out, I get 60 on top, 15 on bottom. 60 divided by 15 is 4. So 1 2/3 times 2 2/5 comes out to 4. In order to do that multiplication of those mixed numbers, I have to turn them into improper fractions, and then I can multiply easily. Another way to reduce this before multiplying, notice I have a 5 on top and a 5 on bottom. I get rid of those. Okay, now I have 12 thirds, which I do because 12 thirds, 12 divided by 3 is 4. Or I could reduce in here, 3 goes in 3 ones, 3 goes in 12 4 times. So now all I have left is my 4. So if you want to reduce like that, go ahead. Otherwise, we can multiply, do the division after. So go ahead, do the practice set. If you have any questions, bring them to class.